So the FCT minister made it clear on Saturday after casting his vote to the public that Fubara, who has been under suspensions, will be recalled back on the 18th of September. And this has actually drawn a lot of attentions, and people continue to react to it differently as to why it has to come from the mouth of the FCT minister, not even the president who suspended it. Anyway, hear what Rufai and Ayo said concerning this. I'll be right back.
We're following reactions to the local government elections held over the weekend after casting his vote. Former governor of Rivers State and Minister of the Federal Capital Territory some Wike revealed that the emergency rule declared by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will officially come to an end on September 18th. The announcement, which means suspended governor Sim Fubara will return to office, has already elicited reactions. Let's take a look at the video before we take some reactions.
So we're very happy that this election has, at the end of the day, that have been conducted very peacefully and successfully. I do know that by 18th of September, that the state of emergency will expire, and then that will mean that the state governor and the state assembly will come back to their job, and they will have representative at the grassroots level. Remember, the Supreme Court have nullified the other election, and so this election was not conducted. It will mean that there will be no representative at the grassroots level, which will not be, acceptable by the people of the state. So, having done this, then the coast is clear for the state of emergency to be lifted, meaning that the local government has representatives, the state government has its own elected representatives. So, we're good to go.
All right, River State has been on the phone burner. They're calling him Lord Wike. Rufai, I'll take the street before I come to you. This person wrote on X, River State emergency rule expires September 18. Wike says, me, is Wike now the president of Nigeria?
I don't know.
Why is he the one asserting when state of emergency will expire in River State? In Nigeria, impunity thrives, and the rule of law is turned upside down.
Like,
a glaring
seriously.
example is the judiciary's contradictory stance on local council elections. When an elected governor conducts a local election, the courts swiftly declare it illegal, undermining democratic processes. Yet, when a hand-picked unelected sole administrator orchestrates the same election, the courts turn a blind eye, endorsing this blatant violation of democratic principles. How can a sole administrator devoid of any electoral mandate be allowed to conduct elections in a supposed democracy? This absurdity exposes the rot in Nigeria's democratic framework, where selective justice and political manipulation reign supreme. President Tinubu, often hailed as a Democrat, presides over this sham. Well, Jaja wrote, this is setting a terrible precedent, and it's worth the condemnation of any sane person. Wike has succeeded with this now. Yahaya Bello is doing his own in Kogi. More current governors are studying the pattern and would want to try out the same too.
Definitely.
What hope then does the Republic have left? The question is there. Rufai on fire.
Very big point raised.
Very big point.
In fact, as of today, in honor of Wike's success, he beat up all his opponents. I would like to call him Igwe.
Congratulations to
See,
Wike.
Oju, you see, when politicians do these things to favor them, they forget that they will not be in the limelight forever. I keep talking about Vincent Ogbulafo. He said PDP will lead for the next 60 years. Today, PDP is no longer in the limelight. The court ruled in his favor for the same thing he's doing now. Last year, the Supreme Court. The same Supreme Court has been mute over the determination of the case of a state of emergency. You heard Sumner talk about many other cases as regards that. Then the next thing, they rush up to a result. And you are hearing Wike now determining for the federal government when the state of emergency will be over. Because everything was orchestrated. Like they said, in fact, it was to save Fubara because he wanted to impeach Fubara.
Yes.
Then they brought out a result. Result where Wike as a candidate, or the candidate of the PDP, Obiakpo got 328,000 votes. In fact, that candidate is even more popular than Wike himself. Because before we started using beavers and scrutiny in the election, in 2019 election, I think Wike got 281,000 in Obiakpo.
Less than that.
So this local government candidate is beating Wike in Obiakpo. He's beating everybody possible. He's even beating President Tinubu's record collectively in the states. And you think the people are not watching. For the Nigerian people out there watching, when we will talk about the story of our democracy, we will ask questions from the judiciary, and the role they played would also matter. Like Fela said many years ago, is this democracy or demonstration of grace? For the Nigerian people out there that spilled blood, people like Ambassador Musbau that lost his sight after June 12 happened in 1993. Right. Cry no more, because at some point we will get it, but not today. Democracy suffers. All right then. Well, let's now take a
Well, are we really going to get it? Are we really going to get it in Nigeria? With the way these leaders are not ready to quit office, the impunity and all of that is going on, are we really going to get it in these nations? Every leader with different, different approach to, modern democracy. Are we really going to get it right? A sitting governor, an elected governor conducted election, and they said it's illegal. And a hand-picked administration conducted election, and nobody saying anything about it. And it was so perfect. It was so okay. It was because it now suit them. And now they now, is what they had wanted. They've given them what they are wanted. So now, like this now, nobody is saying anything about it. Are we really going to get it? That's the question I keep asking. Like, when exactly? And are we really going to get it right in this country? Because other governors are watching. Wike is turning Lord. Bello is doing his own in Kogi State. Other governors too are watching, and they are learning all these things. And before you know it, it will go around the state. They determine the judiciary. They determine everything. What is the hope of a common man? You cannot now say, look at what is happening in Edo State. People are saying that Mondo Pemelo is being manipulated. That one does not know anything. Does not have any say. It's just like, oh yeah, see Bello, how he gathered the House of Rep in Kogi State and was giving them warning. You don't determine anything whatsoever. The governor, is that democracy? Is that what we are practicing? That is exactly what is happening in Rivers State. Of course, Rivers State is a very, very big, not just any state, where huge funds revenue come out from. Are we going to continue like this? Share your opinion with us. Let us know your thoughts. Thank you.